Hey, what is up guys? Bear1 here. Welcome back to another video. So, today we are playing, or I was playing, a little bit of Battlefield Bad Company 2 on the Xbox One. That's right, they finally made it backwards compatible, which I have been waiting for basically since I bought my Xbox One. I've been waiting for them to make this game backwards compatible. Actually, when I first bought my Xbox One, I put the Bad Company 2 disc in it to see if it would work, and it didn't, and I was very disappointed. But they finally did it, and I've been playing this basically non-stop for the last probably 4 or so hours. So, I just want to take this opportunity to talk about why Bad Company 2 is my favorite game of all time. Not just my favorite first-person shooter, not just my favorite like backwards compatible game, whatever. My favorite game of all time. And that probably has to do somewhat, not all. A lot of people will say that, oh, Bad Company 2 is not actually as good as everybody says it is. Or like Bad Company 2 sucks, like the graphics are so old, stuff like that, which I don't really understand because I don't know, the graphics part of it, it's Xbox 360 graphics. That's just what you get. It's an Xbox 360 game. The game came out in 2009. Okay, like that's pretty old. I was 10 years old when this game came out, so it's been a long time. And I think the graphics still hold up pretty good. It's not ridiculously ugly to look at. But, yeah, so Bad Company 2. I originally started playing this game, like I said, when I was 10 years old. And that's probably what gives it the nostalgic sort of feeling to me, since I was playing it at, like, such a young age. And by the way, my parents did not let me play it. I would play it when my brother went to school or work or whatever before he got home from school, in his room before my parents got home, so they didn't know. But yeah, so me and my brother would play this all the time together, and then finally when my parents actually started letting me play the game, a couple years after that, or knowing that I played the game, it was just a really good, cool experience, because I used to play it with my brother, my older brother, and it just has like that nostalgic feeling to me. But probably what makes this game my favorite game of all time is the campaign. The campaign in this game, in Bad Company 2 and Bad Company 1, and if you're going to play these games, I would highly recommend you play the first Bad Company before you play the second one, because it kind of sets you up for the whole storyline, and both of them are very good storylines, but Bad Company 2 in particular has a better storyline than the first one, in my opinion. Mostly just because I feel like it kind of, since there was a little bit of a gap between the games, between Bad Company 1 and Bad Company 2, that when they came out with Bad Company 2, and it still had all of the same characters that Bad Company 1 had in it, I feel like that probably contributes to that a little bit. But the characters in the campaign, if you guys have never played Bad Company 2's campaign, you guys are missing out, because it's basically how the whole campaign goes. It's you and 3 other guys, and you guys are in like a squad, and you go around doing missions and stuff. But it really, and I've never had this experience with like any other first person shooter. I've played plenty of Call of Duty, I've played plenty of the other Battlefield games. None of them really made me feel like I was part of the team, other than Bad Company 1 and Bad Company 2. When you're playing the campaign, you actually feel like you're contributing. Like, it's very immersive. That's what I'm trying to say. It's an immersive experience playing the campaign, which I've never had with any other game, especially any other first-person shooter. I just always feel like it's, especially Call of Duty. Call of Duty to me, if I play a Call of Duty campaign, I'm not trying to bash Call of Duty, but like that's just my experience. The campaigns are just like, you don't feel like you're actually like part of the team, to me at least. But yeah. So, but in the campaign in Bad Company 2 and Bad Company 1, probably my favorite part about it is that it's very like the different characters have different personalities. So you have the one guy, and I don't remember their names. I'm sorry, but there's this one guy that's like obsessed with C4, and then there's this hippie helicopter driver, which is pretty funny. If you guys have ever played Bad Company 2, you'll know the scene that I'm talking about, where the helicopter driver is like flying them in.
Okay, boys, you just lay down some fire on those targets over there.
All right, Marlowe, Haggard, get on those miniguns and start firing.
Ain't you gonna help us win? What, me? No way, man. I'm a pacifist. What? Pacifist? How can you be a goddamn pacifist? Yeah, it's bad for my karma, man. Don't mess with karma. I just fly. Hags, let it go. Fuck that. That'll fly with me, Space Muffin. I'm gonna knock you into the goddamn Magic Kingdom. Love you, man. You silly goddamn muffin-headed fucking liberal.
Or whatever exactly he said, but I don't know. That's like my favorite part of the campaign, is that part right there. It's just hilarious. But in that, and there's so many other parts in the campaign that are like that. So yeah, I would highly recommend playing the campaign. Bad Company 1, Bad Company 2. It's just a very good experience, unlike any other. So the multiplayer in Bad Company 2, a couple things that I want to touch on is that I really don't feel like any of the guns are too overpowered compared to others. Like, even when you get higher up in level and you start unlocking like better guns, they're still very, like, you can still compete with people with better guns than you, which I have all the guns because I'm like rank 38 or rank 39, but it's just very balanced. All of the guns are balanced. It doesn't really feel like there's any like one gun that everybody tries to use or everybody tries to get because that's just the best gun in the game, and there really isn't that in Bad Company 2. You can play just as well, basically, with the starter gun in any class other than the snipers. The sniper starter, actually, there's some people actually that are high rank and actually still use the M24 starter sniper that you get. So all the guns are very well balanced, and I don't know, I just appreciate that a lot, because you go to play Call of Duty and it's like everybody wants the Peacekeeper, or everybody wants this, like everybody wants the OP gun, and it's just not a very fun experience when you're the guy using like a Kiparis or something with like no attachments, and someone is just mowing you down with like, I don't know, whatever the hell Call of Duty has. But yeah, so let's see here. So yeah, the guns, very, very good. I also like the maps on multiplayer. They had an expansion pack. They call it the VIP pack, which actually you would get if you like bought the game, like the VIP edition, which I think now at GameStop is only, or whatever game store is around you. I don't know. I think GameStop is like nationwide, but at GameStop they were selling this game with the VIP package for like $2.99, like at one point, which I don't know if it went back up in price now that it's backwards compatible, but it was like $2.99 at one point. Like, you can't really beat that. I think at one point Bad Company 2 was cheaper than Bad Company 1 at GameStop, but that's just beside the point. Yeah, so the maps in Bad Company 2, the multiplayer maps, I never really played multiplayer on Bad Company 1, so I can't really speak to that, but I feel like all of the maps, even the DLC ones, that's what I was talking about, the DLC maps that you get with the VIP package, they're very like balanced. The maps are. And I know I'm saying everything's balanced, but it's a very balanced game. It's a very polished game. But I just feel like in all of the maps, there's a lot of cover that you can take all over throughout the map, and the maps are huge. Like, especially the maps in Conquest, which I mostly play Rush, but the maps in Conquest, and that's the same with every Battlefield game, the maps are just really big, but they flow really nice. Like, there's no real, like, super bad choke points, and there's no, like, oh, I guess there really are, like, big wide open areas, which are good, for, like, driving vehicles, like, across, because there actually are quite a lot, of open areas, but it doesn't really create, in any map, much of, like, a ridiculous choke point. There's always spots where you can be to shoot toward an objective, at least in Rush, where you're not going to be seen. It's not like Call of Duty where everyone's kind of on the same, or at least the older Call of Duties. I haven't really played too many of the newer ones, where you're on like a level playing field and you can just see everyone by looking around. People could be up in buildings, people could be like down in the swamp in this game, like hiding behind blue trash barrels and shit, and I don't know. I just really like the maps in this game. They feel really good. Really good. They're just freaking good. I don't know what else to say. But, and the other thing about Battlefield is that I feel that Bad Company 2 has probably the best destruction out of any of the Battlefield games. Because you can basically blow up whatever the hell you want. If I wanted to take the building down that my guy is in right now, I could just take that building down. Nothing is really, other than like some concrete buildings, nothing's really like not destructible. Basically everything is destructible, and which is good if there's enemies in a building and you can't actually like kill the enemies because they're better than you. You can just blow up their house and they all die. So I don't know, that's pretty fun. I like that part of the game. It's pretty sick. So yeah, I guess just to recap, if you haven't played Bad Company 2, go get it. It's cheap money now, and now that it's been released for backwards compatibility, everybody's playing again. You can get into full lobbies just like nothing, you know. So, alrighty, I'm gonna let you guys go now. And if you did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe for more, leave a comment down in the comment section of what your favorite part of Battlefield Bad Company 2, or Bad Company 1 for that matter, is down in the comment section below. And if you want to see more of these, yeah, basically do whatever the fuck you want. Alright, have a nice day. That area over there was working, and you saw that it was working because we had seen an Enderman before it started snowing over there. Uh-oh, there's a bunch of shit over here. Yeah. Whoa! This guy spawned in my